It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chiefs and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
Let's go now, let's go.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several...
Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Here's Carter on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Here's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Likely's got it right side. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll throw again. Nix. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing a 4th down. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Butker knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Pressure coming for Mahomes. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Nix with it on 1st. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Second down now, 7 to go. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Running back sent in motion left. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Justin Reed with the tackle. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Running back sent in motion. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
That finds Ayuk, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll run for this. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Nix now to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They give it to him up the middle. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. 3rd and goal. Here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Browns pick it up! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Throwing now, following the turnover. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Nix to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So that brings up 2nd down. Hand off to the back. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. It's Nix out of the pistol. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now they send their back in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To the air, Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Connection made to Judy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Judy there to grab it.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that goes as a punt of 43 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's complete over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They kick the running back in motion. Pistol now for Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Chiefs pushing for a late spark before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
He's got it, and that's a Kansas City touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Evans now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Browns getting their offense out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Motioning left is their running back. Throwing on first down, Nix. Finds a man right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They send him left out of the slot. Nix with it on first. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. From the 45 on second down. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down throw, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Second and 4. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First and 10. It's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. Back to the air, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson. What a game. Over 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Kyron Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. We just watched a fine first half from the man from Oregon, Bo Nix. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. It is caught left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Running back sent in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game.
Chiefs 14.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Carter on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Browns and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
That's into the hands of Moore. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning one of the tight ends. Play action, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Mahomes. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 3rd quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead.
21, Browns 17.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Evans now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Brought in by Ayuk. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Forced out to his right. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Back to throw, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here's Mahomes. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another throw for Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes now. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Five men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Knicks off the play action. Taken in by Likely. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Gets him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Into the hands of Likely. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. They'll throw again. Nix. This finds Likely. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Nix from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Hits his running back.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Running back, motioning right. Nix with it on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. To throw, here's Nix. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Motioning left is their running back. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Chiefs trail by a field goal. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
4th down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. From 37 yards in the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here he is to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Here's Ford on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led him to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. That one's complete over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Pistol now for Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out in the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
Let's go.
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to be out right along the 25. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Into the hands of Likely. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They send a tight end in motion. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
Motioning the tight end left. They'll run here on first down. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Nix from the gun. It is caught left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Browns a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He tosses right to the short side. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. It's Nix out of the pistol. That finds Ayuk complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A tight end in motion now.
At the 11-yard line.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout.
3rd and 1.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to win this game, Brock. That's a touchdown. So the Browns come away with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.